The following segment is paid for by Fast Fit Body Sculpting.
Well, the journey to lose weight, it can sometimes be long, but trust me, I've done it. It is worth it when in the end you have that sense of calm, that you've kind of become the person you wanted to be. You look in the mirror and you go, hey, I'm not looking too bad, am I? Fast Fit Body Sculpting knows all about it because they've been helping people all across the Las Vegas Valley shed those pounds. And today I'm being joined by Michael Dow. He works with Fast Fit and he's here to share some of the excitement that people are experiencing when they come and participate in the program. Hi, Michael. How are you?
I'm fantastic, JJ. Great to be with you today.
I shared my personal excitement over the weight loss process. I mean, it is just absolutely huge. The transformation it can not only make in people physically, but mentally as well.
I think one of the things that I notice in the transformation with my clients when they've started to come in to visit and they come in for a consultation, and then after a few weeks, I notice the confidence change. I notice this glow that comes across their face. I notice that they've got more energy. Like there's a lot of things that we notice with our clients that they experience. I think some of the bigger success stories that we see too on the walls and our stunners, they're definitely, we've got a lot going on there.
Yeah, you do have a lot going on. So I've been to your Sahara location. I've also been to the Henderson location quite a few times. And I always look at those walls and you'll see people of all ages, all genders, all sizes and shapes who've had success because it works for a lot of people. Fast Fit does. And when we say it works, we're talking about a whole program, but specifically also we're talking about an amazing technology that you've gotten a hold of over there.
Yeah, so the technology is really amazing. And I think that's one of the things that people are excited is what can the technology do for me? You know, when you come into Fast Fit, you get greeted, we talk with you a little bit, we make you feel real comfortable, and then we go over a really detailed body analysis with you so that you can understand exactly what's going on inside your body and then what our technology can do for you. And, you know, fat loss is one of the things that people enjoy, but like we talked about, confidence, energy boost, just an overall sense of well-being that comes. And let's talk about some health concerns that we can help you with as well, right? We just want you to feel better, but we've got a lot of clients that have experienced things that are just amazing that you couldn't do on your own. And the technology is what does it.
Yeah, and I'm so glad you mentioned the health benefits. I actually have a good friend I just started working with who is probably in the realm of 100 pounds overweight, and he has started his weight loss journey. He's actually lost about 20 pounds over the last month. I can sense in him like that confidence boost. And I mean, that really is one of the biggest things. The health benefits as well, though, are huge. And I think if you're being held back from certain activities, you know, in your life, or you have a dream of doing something and your weight is holding you back, then really, you know, it's like stop what you're doing and get some kind of support. And that kind of support is what the team at FastFit is really all about.
Yeah, exactly. I think a lot of people have gotten to a point where they've tried everything, right? They've exhausted diets, they've exhausted exercise. They're not getting the results that they want anymore. And at that point, they need to come somewhere. And FastFit's really the answer to help get rid of that really bad visceral fat that's just so troublesome, right? I mean, I think about how many friends that I see at the gym, you know, for years, and there is not a change. They're frustrated. They need something. Come see us.
Well, yeah, you got to figure out your own individual, you know, kind of approach on the whole thing. But certainly, like you mentioned, if you're trying things year after year and they're not working, like when I was a teenage girl, I thought it was really great to go on crash diets to the point where I was literally starving myself. And then I would just gain more weight back. So if you're one of these people, you know, you have a tendency to go into those extremes or fall for things that sound too good to be true. It's probably not going to work, guys. You know, you need to go about this in a more healthy manner. What are some of the health benefits in general to losing weight? And also, what are some of the amazing side effects that the technology brings other than losing weight?
Yeah, sure, JJ. I think a lot of people miss that visceral fat, that really nasty fat that's in that midsection, is the leading contributor to things that result in death. I mean, it's a hard thing to say, but it's real. Heart attack, stroke, diabetes, they all stem from that nasty fat. And if you want to get it out, Fast Fit is the way. So that's what you need to do. Come see us.
I just wanted to talk about the benefits to the skin, because even if you're someone who has shed a lot of pounds, but then you have all this saggy skin and it's like, oh, I did all this work and now look at my skin tone. Fast Fit can help with that too.
Yeah, if you take a look at any of the before and after pictures, you'll be able to see that there's huge skin improvements in our clients. And that's something that people aren't used to seeing. They've heard all these horror stories of these drastic weight loss that has ended up with skin that's saggy and nothing that they want, right? You take a look at our before and after photos, you'll see that the client's skin is amazing. There's youth to it. There's glow, elasticity. There's a lot that's come back. And that's a really great side effect benefit besides fat loss, which is the reason they came.
That's right. Elasticity, not an easy word to say. Yeah, especially if you try to say it 3 times. Elasticity, elasticity. Hey, special offer today for people who are ready to come down to Fast Fit.
Absolutely. So the first 20 callers, we've got a really special promotion for you today. So please call. We would love to have you come down. You're going to meet with one of us and we're going to get you started to accomplish your goals.
All right, guys, you heard him loud and clear. This is your time to lose weight. 4 locations for Fast Fit Body Sculpting all across Las Vegas. Their website, their phone number, right there on your screen.